Okay. After that, we had studied the food pyramid and a balanced diet. How should we take the balanced diet? Because we take the variety of food, but which amount of food should be taken in more amount, we came to know by this pyramid. So, along with that various constituents of food, we have to keep in mind that fiber and water plays a very important role in our diet. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, they are providing us energy, building our body strong. They are protecting us against the diseases. But for the digestion of all these constituents of food, fibers and water plays a very important role. If fibers are not there, we may face the digestion problem. Amount of water is not there, the food will be very hard, and thus again digestion problem will occur. So keep in mind that children, fibers and water are very important. The fibrous types of foods are, beans, then potato, then apple. Here in various fruits are shown. Then beans. These types of food, the skin specially of the fruits and wheat also, the skin of that, they contain the fibers. These fibers contains the cellulose. This cellulose helps in the digestion of food. Are you getting? Are you getting? They helps in these fibers of vegetables, fruits, sprouts and cereal, whatever the food we are eating, that should be, because many times the groundnut, when we eat the groundnut, we take out its skin. Apple, many people take out the skin. Chiku, potatoes, we should not take out its skin. We should not peel it out, because its peel only or skin contains the fibers, and these fibers contains the cellulose, which is useful for digestion of the food. After the digestion of food, the waste product or the stool that we throw out of the body can be excreted smoothly, softly, if we have the fibrous type of food more in our diet. Are you getting, children? So it is very necessary that we should have the fibrous food in our diet in a sufficient quantity, so that digestion of food will proper, excretion process will also be the proper. Just like that, water is also very important along with other nutrients. Our body needs, that adequate quantity of water. 70% of our body contains the water. So that adequate amount or sufficient amount of water should be supplied. One should take 3 to 4 liters of water daily. Okay. In this winter season, we avoid the water, but knowingly, unknowingly, if we are avoiding the water, it brings the pressure on our kidney, and thus it damages our health. So, carefully or by keeping in mind, we should drink water daily. For this purpose, along with the water, we should use milk, buttermilk, lemon juice, sarbat, fruit juice. All these substances contain the water. Okay, children? All these substances contain the water, and if we have sufficient amount of water in our diet, at that time digestion of all these food substances will be proper, and if the digestion is proper, then excretion will be proper, and thus there will not be the load on any of our organs. Yes, children? So next is a malnutrition and overnutrition. What is meant by malnutrition? Mal means less amount of food. Over means more amount of food. Nutrition means A food or a diet that contains the nutritive substances, that contains the useful substances that can release the energy. So, if we have the less amount of useful substances or nutritive substances in our body, then it is called as a malnutrition. If we have a sufficient food but our diet is not balanced, we are not taking all the constituents of food in a proper proportion, like the pyramid, food pyramid which is shown, that is called as the overnutrition. You know that both malnutrition and overnutrition are a dangerous one. Okay, we may suffer from some diseases if we are having the malnutrition. We also suffer from the disease if we are having the overnutrition. Hence it is very very necessary that we should take a balanced diet. Are you getting? Many children have the habit of eating the junk food, chocolates, noodles, burgers, pizza. All these food items are very dangerous. We should try to avoid all these food items because vada, pakoda, samosa, they are tasty. These food items are tasty, but they do not contain more nutritive value. Especially there is refined flour, that is maida, sugar, oil are present in large proportion, and these are not good for our health. Okay, they are not releasing the energy, only our hunger is satisfied. So that's why we should always eat the natural food, that is the fruits, vegetables. We should take in more amount, that only release the sufficient amount of proteins, vitamins and the mineral. Are you clear, children? You know junk food means pizza, burger that we eat. Such foods are not have a nutritive value. So for a taste sometimes we should take, but sometimes we should avoid these food substances. Are you clear?